Hey, Pervy Sage.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Full Nerd Academia podcast. We are back. I'm your host, Master G Maito. And of course, I can't do this alone. I could, but it wouldn't be as good, right? I can't do this without my friends, my awesome friends. Where's that intro at? Ooh, here we go. That's so nice. Yeah, we're getting ready to. Bankai. Yo.
Yo, how we doing today? I love that intro. That's like one of the best ones. I'm sorry. I like the other
Really
one.
is.
Sounds is cool, but Trick Williams just hit different.
Yeah, man, it's a pretty good one. It's a pretty good one. I mean, I like Visionary, but I don't know, that one hits. That one hits in a different kind of way.
It definitely pops. I'm sorry if you see me looking over. I do apologize to everybody. I am watching the game. It is a good game. If you don't know what game I'm talking about, I am talking about the Eagles versus the Rams, and the Eagles are up 28-22 with a minute 50.
Yeah,
It's a good
man,
game.
freaking they scored 2 touchdowns. Well, before the Rams scored last, they scored what was it, 2 touchdowns, or they had 2 scores? Can't remember exactly how they hit.
See, I missed a few of it because I was, like I said, I was on the road. Just coming back
Okay.
from a birthday party.
Okay, yeah, I watched most of it, so. But,
Yeah, I was watching it while I was at the birthday party.
I was like this on the edge of my seat, like, oh man, this is good. It's snowing out there and everything. Philly's out there doing their best. So I mean, go Philly, go! Let's do this.
Yeah,
Yes,
fly,
I'm
Eagles,
a
fly.
fan, guys. If you didn't know, but that's neither here nor there.
No,
Welcome back to Full Nerd Academia, dude. Oh my God, it's been a while since you and I have done this, man.
yeah, no, it definitely has been a while. We had a lot going on between the both of us. So we did miss a lot of shows that we wanted to do, and but the thing is, we are back for the new year. Happy New Year, everybody! And we're going to be starting it off with a little switch up from what we normally did, because we felt like what we were doing before was not mediocre, but like we noticed that we've seen a lot of people doing that, like a lot of reviews and things like that, and that's not what we really wanted to do. But we ended up doing that because we get caught up in the show, especially when they're good, and we want to talk about it.
100%. Yeah, I mean, it was, we always kind of wanted to talk about those things, but it ended up being a little bit too reviewy. Then we started doing a lot of news and stuff like that, and there's a lot of channels that do that now already. I mean, so in the new year, it's new year, new us, as cliche as that may sound. So we're gonna try and start doing a little bit different stuff. So, I mean, for today, really what we're gonna be talking about is, what it is that we're looking forward to in the new year. I mean, at least in terms of like, the pop culture, in terms of the culture that pops and stuff, all the stuff that we're fans of, what it is that we're looking forward to. So if you give me a second here, I'll pull up my list and then we can get started. So basically, we're going to be breaking this down into 4 categories today. So we're going to be doing movies, TV shows, anime, and video games. Those are pretty significant, aspects of what it is that we like, what it is that we, really kind of look forward to. But yeah, I mean, let's go ahead and get this started.
Oh, before we get started, I just want to give a quick RIP to. Well, TikTok, they say came back, so I'm a little mad about that. But RIP to Marvel Snap. Anybody who played Marvel Snap, it does not work in the United States.
What? No way.
Yeah,
For real?
I swear. Yeah, it happened to me last night. I went to go play. I was like, oh, it's 10 o'clock. Let me go do my such and such. Do my dailies, basically. It's gone. It said it doesn't work in the United States, and I'm hurt because that was like my go-to game right there, and I was having fun. It's a game that you don't have to pay to win. Even if you pay, don't win. Yeah. So it's gone.
Do you know why?
It was a part of the TikTok ban. I don't know why it was a part of the TikTok ban, but it was a part of the TikTok ban.
That's wild.
Yeah, I'm mad. I literally lost probably my favorite mobile game that I've been playing in the last what two I want to say it's the last 2 years.
Wow, dude. That freaking sucks.
Yeah, it threw me off. I didn't expect that.
Huh. That's damn. That really freaking sucks, dude. I never played it personally, but I knew a lot of people played it. I mean, so much so. I mean, there's tons of content that's based around it. So
Hmm.
that's kind of weird. That's kind of crazy that they just up and banned it like that. Um, it was weird. The TikTok thing, honestly. So like we were all expecting it, obviously, right? And then last night, so I was out playing D&D last night, and Dan, for those of you who might not know, if you've watched the other podcast that I'm a part of, Dan is the heartbeat, or not the heartbeat, sorry, the heartthrob host on that show. So he and I and Nick, we play D&D together, and he was like scrolling through, and then he like clicked on TikTok and popped up with the message like it's banned, and it wasn't even like midnight yet. It was only like 9 o'clock, and so we were like, oh, like they already hit this early and stuff. And then, but it was seemingly for naught, because like almost immediately this morning, and again, it's a Sunday morning, like it popped up, before it said it popped up with a message, due to the U.S. government ban on blah blah blah, TikTok is no longer available in your country or whatever. And then not even like 12 hours later, I feel like it was back up saying, thanks to President Trump's efforts, TikTok is no longer banned. And I was like, all right. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm really mad
It's
about
all
that.
weird.
Yeah,
Who knows?
I'm really mad about
maybe
that. TikTok needs to go.
You say
Off
that,
topic
but
again. Off topic again. The Eagles won 28-22.
ooh, baby.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So I just wanted to give you the heads up. Game is over. The game just ended. 28-22
Yes.
Eagles. They're moving on to the next round.
They're facing the Commanders next week.
Yeah, which is crazy. The Commanders won.
Dude, I was like, what?
Yeah, I was like, wait, hold on. What am I watching right now? This is not supposed to happen.
Yeah, dude. Who are you going for tonight? The Bills or Ravens? I think you said the Ravens.
Ravens. Big trust, baby. Big trust. Going for Lamar. Got you.
Feel that?
I like Lamar. Yeah, I like Lamar. No offense to my people in Buffalo. I do have some friends in Buffalo still, but big trust. I gotta go with Lamar. I'm hoping he wins.
For sure. Well, just a real quick pour one out for Marvel Snap, guys. Unfortunately, hopefully it comes back. I'd say the same for TikTok, but clearly it's already come back. So we'll see. But enough of all that nonsense. Why don't we get into it, man? Let's do this.
Banger after banger after banger after banger after banger after banger after banger.
Seems like we got nothing but bangers coming out this year, guys, in terms of movies. Okay, so I'm gonna get ready to go through. It's a little bit of a long list, and honestly, I found some in here that I was like, oh, I forgot that was coming out this year. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you the list, and then I'll give you a quick which ones I'm looking forward to. Bankai, I'll tell you which ones he's looking forward to out of this list. So first up, coming out next month, Captain America: Brave New World. That's Sam Wilson as Captain America, joined by his new Falcon and the Red Hulk. That's coming out on Valentine's Day. We got a movie called The Monkey. So I believe I want to say it's based on, if not inspired by a Stephen King novel, The Monkey Shines. That's coming out the 21st of February. It's a horror movie. Honestly, I saw the trailer the other day. It looks kind of good. We got a Minecraft movie, the one with Jack Black playing Steve. That's coming out April 4th. We got the Thunderbolts asterisk. That's coming out May 4th, so right before Cinco de Mayo. Lilo and Stitch live action. That will be coming out May the 23rd. And then on the same day, we got Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning, the last Mission Impossible movie. If you're an MI fan, I'm sure you've been gearing up and waiting for this. After that, a week later, on May 30th, Karate Kid Legends. I cannot, well, no, I'm not even going to go into that story. That's a whole long diatribe story. I don't even think it's on the other podcast. This was a conversation between me and Nick. But either way, I can't wait for that movie to come out. I'm a huge Karate Kid fan. That is one of my most anticipated for this year. I saw the trailer. It looks sick. I can't wait. After that, we've got How to Train Your Dragon, the live action How to Train Your Dragon, which looks honestly almost 1-to-1 for the cartoon. So I might actually go check it out because I really like How to Train Your Dragon. That's coming out June 13th. One that I honestly didn't know was coming out. We got a new Jurassic World movie, Jurassic World Rebirth. That's coming out July 2nd. And then the next one, probably the one that everybody in the world is probably most anticipated for. Superman. James Gunn's Superman, the new Superman to kind of help kick off the new DCU from DC Studios. That's coming out July 11th. After that, we got coming out July 25th, not the Distinguished Competition, that's DC. The competition down the street from Fantastic Four. We got Fantastic Four First Steps. That's coming out 7/25. And then we're just kind of not a whole lot going on in the middle of the year after that in terms of movies, at least none that I'm anticipating really. We got Tron Ares, so the sequel to Tron Legacy, so Tron 3. That comes out October 10th. Haven't seen anything for it other than like concept art and stuff, and I'm hyped. I like Tron. I like Tron Legacy, so like that's right up my alley. And then towards the end of the year in December 19th, we got the third installment of the Avatar series, Avatar: Fire and Ash. And that's Avatar by James Cameron, not Avatar: The Last Airbender. But yeah, which, as I said, the two that I'm most anticipating is Karate Kid Legends and then Superman. As much as I'm not a Superman fan, I want to see this movie. What about you, bro? What are your most anticipated, either out of that list or something maybe I don't even have on the list?
Definitely Superman. As you said, great trailer. It brought a lot that we want to see. I'm glad to see that it's not going to be it's just a reboot, but it's not one of those origin stories. We're getting a full-on Superman that is Superman already. I don't know. It's gonna be like a year 2 Superman. That's what it feels like it's gonna be to me. Like it's gonna be like a year 2, year 3 Superman maybe. But I'm excited to see that. Karate Kid, definitely excited to see that. And I gotta say, Brave New World, because that's gonna be opening doors for us to see new characters. So, and Thunderbolts, because it's Marvel. So I'm excited.
I'm eager to see all of those too. But like, I mean, all of these are ones that I'm looking forward to like actually watching. But yeah, no, those two for sure. Like I'm making sure I have like, I don't want to say front row seats because I don't sit in the front row. If you sit in the front row at the cinema, something's wrong with you.
Yeah, you're diabolical.
Screen like this.
Yeah, you're diabolical. Mm-hmm.
Right, but I'll be there, in my middle seat in the back, talking about some. Can't wait.
Hit that when something happens. Oh no!
Oh yeah.
Popped
That's
through the
funny.
back,
Somebody used to me that.
tapped to the side window. Oh yeah.
But
But yeah, those are the ones
that's
I'm
all I
definitely
got for
looking forward
movies,
to.
man.
No,
Yeah,
that's cool.
dude. I mean, I can't wait. I can't wait. Sorry about that.
No,
Why
no,
don't
you're
you go
good.
ahead and lead us into anime, man? What
Yeah,
are we
so
looking?
I don't have a lot. And this is like the ones I'm looking forward to. I haven't like I didn't get like a full list of like what's coming out, but I'm just going off what I'm looking forward to. And one of them, and this is like the most popular, and it came out already. Solo Leveling season 2 is out. We are three
Mhm.
episodes. I believe we're 3 episodes in. And I need to catch up because I haven't watched none of it yet. I've been trying to hold off a little so I can try to like watch back to back to back to back to back.
Right.
But that's number one. I'm definitely looking forward to. And then I did a couple of readings before, like way before this. That I've been looking forward to Boruto. I know Boruto is coming out in 2025. That's something I'm definitely looking forward to. It's been pushed off because they're pushing Bleach, the second
Yeah.
the second arc of the 1,000 year blood war. Yeah, I can't get the damn words out, but the
Yeah,
thousand
that's true.
year
Stuff in your
blood
blood.
war. Thank you. Um, they're they're really pushing Bleach right now because Bleach is part of the top anime that's out there. So that's what we're getting right now. And I learned this recently that they made not a remake, but it's kind of like how they did Naruto to Boruto. They did that with Seven Deadly Sins. I did not know this. Definitely did
Oh
not know
yeah.
this.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's out on Netflix. I forgot the name of it. I gotta find it to see what it's called. But
I think it's like
somebody
Knights of the
Knights
something
of
Kingdom or something like that.
yes, it is. That's exactly what it is. Something it's Knights of the Kingdom. So I don't know that half, but I know it's Knights of something. Somebody was telling about it, and they said it's really good. That's another thing I have to check out. And in April, we get the one of the longest animes is coming back, and that is One Piece. One Piece will be back in April. So those are the ones that I am looking forward to. If there's some other ones you are looking forward to and you want me to watch to start from the beginning, please drop them. I'm definitely down to watch any anime because I have been slacking in my anime game. The last one I definitely have watched, and I feel like it was probably outside of Don to Don. That's amazing. That is amazing. Shout out to you for telling me about Don to Don.
We gotta talk about that at some point. Yeah.
Yeah. The last one I watched before that is called The Elusive Samurai. If you have not checked that out, please check that out.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
really, really good. I'm not gonna drop anything about it. I'm gonna let people watch it for themselves. Come to me when you see it, please. I love to talk about it.
Uh, just to kind of add to your list a little bit. So like, I am
Oh, I forgot
100%
one.
looking forward.
I
Go
know you're
ahead.
gonna say it.
Well, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. My Hero Academia. It's season what 8? Yeah, it's
8.
coming out. And it's gonna
Final
be the last
season.
season. I'm not excited. I'm sorry. I don't like My Hero Academia. I'm not
I
a
know you
fan.
don't.
I love the concept. I love the idea of it. It's literally it's a perfect thing for an anime. But I watched it and I just can't get into it. I tried. I tried to get past certain ones, certain episodes. It's not for me.
It's kind of like that with some people in the anime community. I mean, it's either really beloved or it's like really just like disliked. I like it a lot. I've read through the whole manga. Um, the only thing I'm not caught up on with it is like the secret final chapter that they added to the um, to the collected edition, the newest volume that came out, or the final volume that came out. So I don't know that one. I've read some stories on it, but I've been trying not to because I want to actually read it for myself. Um, but dude, I can't wait for My Hero season 8. Like it's gonna be sick, and like some of the animation style that they put for this last season, they're gonna be only ramping it up for that. And then not only that, but then I think, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say they have 2 more movies coming out, which like I don't know where they're gonna go with them. And if one of them's going where I'm thinking it's gonna go, it's gonna be freaking insane. Um, Aside from that, I am also looking forward to Solo Leveling. I haven't caught up, but it's also because like I want to get a couple in, so that way I could just like watch them back to back, watch a few of them back to back, and then hopefully just like maybe start watching them as they come out or whatever like that. But man, I can't wait.
Me either.
And then one last one that like just started. I think it's probably on episode 2 this week, if I'm not mistaken. It's a new one called the Red Ranger. The Red Ranger is an adventurer in an alternate world where it's like a Power Ranger isekai. So it's like from what I hear, the concept is it's like a Power Rangers anime. The Red Ranger sacrifices himself in like a final battle with their enemy, and then somehow is magically sent to another world. So hence the isekai. And then basically like queen or princess or whatever in that other world is trying to hire someone to like protect the kingdom or something like that, and like she finds him because he like comes to try out for it or whatever like that. And yeah, it's like you get all the tropes of like the Power Ranger / Super Sentai stuff. So like I'm kind of into it. I want to watch it, especially because they're like poking holes into the tropes and stuff like that.
Is it on Netflix?
Sorry. I don't think it's on Netflix, and if it is, I should be watching it. But otherwise, it's probably on Crunchyroll, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, I'm gonna check.
When in doubt, it's probably on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to those.
Yeah, me too. I'm definitely can't wait. But bring us in with what's up with the new TV shows? What we got?
So a little bit of a shorter list, at least in terms of the stuff that I'm looking forward to, right? And one that's coming out in the next 10 days here. You and I both I'm sure, are anticipating this, but Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, an animated TV show, which I'm not entirely sure is set in the MCU. I don't think it is. But like either way, the animation style on it looks freaking cool. They're changing up quite a bit of stuff, but like it looks like in a good direction. If you've listened to this show particularly, we talk about how Norman Osborn was the only white man with red hair or like red or brown hair who's got like deep cut waves. They change that up and make there a reason why he's got them deep cut waves in this TV show. It looks cool though. I mean, one way or the other, it looks really awesome. I'm down for it. It looks like Spider-Man Year One, basically.
Yeah, it looks good. Like from what I saw, I really can't wait for this to drop. Like huge. We're both huge Spider-Man fans, and please just give me that banger, bro. I need it.
Hell yeah, dude. And then after that, so it's coming out soon. I can't remember the date. I think it's February 26th. We get the final episode of Cobra Kai. So they've been splitting this last season up. Like they split it into two halves, and like 3 years ago, and they're still holding on to the last episode for us. So they got to release it, and they're releasing it soon. I cannot wait for it because I'm really hoping and I'm really thinking it's going to tie into Karate Kid Legends. And if it does, dude, oh man, there's been so much love for Karate Kid fans, and I'm here for it. I gotta watch that last episode and go check out Karate Kid Legends when it comes out. Oh, I thought you were gonna say something.
No.
Then after that, one second. After that, in March, very beginning of March, we get the most anticipated, the highly anticipated return of Daredevil with Daredevil Born Again on Disney Plus. I'm gonna save that. I'll save it because I'm gonna come back and talk about it. Daredevil Born Again. And then sometime in April, sometime the next month on Netflix, we're going to be getting something else devil themed. Devil May Cry is going to have an animated series on Netflix, dude. Did you know that?
Mm-mm.
I didn't. I remember hearing word of it, but I didn't know it was confirmed. But yeah, it's supposedly coming soon. I'd have to look to see if there's like any trailer or anything for it, but that's cool. I can't wait for that to come out if it does. And then coming out on Max/HBO, we've got a series called A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. That takes place in the Game of Thrones universe. I'm looking forward to that. I don't know exactly I know it supposedly takes inspiration, or it's based off of like a novella or like a small short story or whatever that George R. R. Martin wrote in conjunction with A Song of Ice and Fire. But so it follows like two knights, I think, who basically like travel throughout the Seven Kingdoms. That sounds like a good show to me. You know, take that medieval fantasy setting, you know, in Westeros, in the Game of Thrones universe, and it's a couple of knights. I figure one's probably like, you know, the Hound, and maybe another one's probably like somebody else. That sounds cool. I'm with it. And in June, specifically June 24th, we've got Ironheart coming out on Disney Plus.
Nice.
And then another one, also going to be kind of highly anticipated, I feel, is Eyes of Wakanda. It's an animated series set in, obviously, the MCU. Basically, like, from what I understand, I think it's supposed to be a sort of a prequel to, like, the Black Panther that we know. So that's awesome. The animation on it looks really good. And then later in October, another MCU project, or Marvel project rather. Actually, these last two are on Disney Plus. We got Marvel Zombies. So if you were a fan of What If and the episode when they had the zombies in What If, it's going to be basically like taken off from that area or from that universe. Which, if you've ever read Marvel Zombies, like from Robert Kirkman, I think it's Robert Kirkman who did Marvel Zombies. That's going to be probably a pretty good series because it's a really dope book. And then after that, in December, we got Wonder Man. So that's starring Yahya Abdul-Mateen. Second? No, wait, no. What is it? Is that right?
I don't remember his name.
Yeah, it is. It's Yahya Abdul-Mateen II. So he'll be playing Simon Williams' Wonder Man in that show. What it's about yet, I have no clue. But I'll watch it. But let's talk about that Daredevil Born Again, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby's right. I honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I still haven't had a chance to watch the trailer. I slacked in it, but I don't care to watch the trailer because I want the show. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest. I just want the show.
Daddy.
Yeah, just drop the show. I don't want to watch the trailer just because I just want to see the show. Like, that's how crazy it is. Like, I know people were raving about like, oh, the trailer looks good. I already know it's gonna be good. Why? Because the Daredevil on Netflix, amazing. Like, let's talk about it. It was amazing. So Daredevil is going to be in Disney, or it's going to be in the Marvel universe. It's going to be amazing. Like, let's not kid anybody. They were saying, like, you know, let's get back to that storytelling. Let's get back to what we do best. They're going to probably give that to us so they can put him into movies.
Bro, I understand that if you don't want to watch the trailer, that's fine. I mean, if it wasn't like in my eyes when I first like opened up my phone that morning, I probably would. I lied. I would have watched it. I'm not going to kid myself. I would have watched it regardless. It looks so good. It looks like Disney is not holding back on Daredevil. B, so much so that he looks more brutal than he was in the Netflix series. And some would argue, how is that even possible? And then C, why did I start this like a list that I had 3, 4? Like, it just looks good, dude. It looks so good. It looks like the initial reports that came out from them doing the first like 4 episodes or whatever of the show that they shot, and the fact that they like completely erased and like started from scratch with this series sounds like it was a good thing, because if this is what we got out of that, man, I cannot wait to see what this show has to offer. Because boy, oh boy, would I love to see him, Charlie Cox, as Matt Murdock in a movie besides just a cameo. Like, I want to see him as Daredevil in something. Mm-hmm. And like, hopefully I'm certain that they will, but just as being optimistic, I really hope that they do him justice in this show. And so far it's looking like they will. So that's probably my most anticipated anything besides Superman on this list. But yeah, what about you, man?
For me, it's going to be Spider-Man. Like I told you, huge Spider-Man fan. Been looking forward to a Spider-Man cartoon. We are way past due for a Spider-Man cartoon. I think the last one we got was Ultimate Spider-Man, and it was like we were talking about Web of Warriors. I think that was the last one.
Web Warriors.
If it wasn't, then it was Spectacular Spider-Man. No, Spectacular Spider-Man came out first. It's Web of Warriors was the last Spider-Man cartoon that we've got.
They did
outside of the kids
shorts.
The shorts don't
count.
Did
shorts. It was like freshman year or something like that. Those shorts or whatever. I never watched them because it's not a full show. So
yeah, I want like a full show, like a full Spider-Man show. So I think that's for me what I'm definitely looking forward to.
Me too, man. Me too. I can't wait. I can't wait. I want to see it. It's probably not my most anticipated, but I'm definitely looking forward to it because, I mean, most Spider-Man TV shows tend to be pretty decent, Mm-hmm. Even if they are, a little corny, like, Ultimate Spider-Man at times was a little corny, but at the end of the day, it was still pretty good.
I was going to say I can't think of one bad Spider-Man show, but then I'll be lying to you because there's definitely one bad one. The MTV one was Spider-Man. Terrible.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't great. But that's because the graphics were terrible. I feel like
graphics were ahead of its time.
No, it was behind its time, dude. They had shows that looked better than. Oh yeah, for 2003, yeah, dude, they had much better graphics at that time.
I think I don't know. I feel like the animation was fine. It wasn't the animation to me. It was the storytelling. Storytelling was terrible. It was horribly scripted. That's how I felt. But yeah, outside of that one, I can't tell you a bad Spider-Man show.
I was gonna say, yeah. I
can tell you some bad Spider-Man movies, but I can't tell you a bad Spider-Man show.
What a joke!
Anyways, why don't you help us wrap this this section off with what we're looking forward to for video games this year, man.
So we do have some bangers that we are looking forward to this year for video games. So I'm going to start with one that's not on this list that I'm looking at. And you and I just talked about this recently. Marvel's 1943, Captain America versus Black Panther.
Yeah,
that's probably like the one I'm definitely looking forward to. I want to see that. I'm really hoping that. I know it's going to be one player, but I'm really hoping that's going to be 2 players, kind of similar to like Arkham Origins. I think is it Arkham Origins or Arkham City?
Arkham Origins, yeah.
I'm hoping it's like Arkham Origins. But then we're gonna go right into the next ones. So we have. I don't know if you ever played the Yakuza games.
I did not, but I'm familiar with them.
Okay, so they got a new one coming out on February 21st. It's called Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii.
Okay.
A lot of people has played this one, and I know a lot of people are looking forward to this. Monster Hunter Wilds coming out February 28th.
That looks really good.
One of the top top. I'm gonna say top two. The one of the top two most anticipated games coming out this year. Assassin's Creed Shadows comes out March 20th. Excuse me. We have Borderlands 4. They don't have a release date for it yet. Doom is coming back out. No release date for it this year, but it's coming out this year. Elden Ring Night Rain, but no release date. I still need to play the first one, but we're not going to talk about that. And then one of the most anticipated games, like I said, this is number 2 out of the top 2. Ghost of Yotei. It is the second game of Ghost of Tsushima.
Mhm.
Ghost of Yotei. I'm definitely looking forward to playing that one. I didn't finish the first one, which is kind of my fault. And the reason why I didn't finish it, long story short, is that I was having issues with my PS5. I got my PS5 during the pandemic, so it would do some weird things where it like just shut off when I was playing like certain games. Doesn't do it right now anymore, but Ghost of Tsushima was one of the games that was doing it, so I never went back to playing it. But yeah, Ghost of Yotei, definitely looking forward to that one. Grand Theft Auto 6, actually I should have said top 3. Grand Theft Auto 6 is another one that is highly anticipated. No release date yet. Mafia is coming back out. Mafia, they're calling this one the Old Country.
Oh,
This one I didn't know. I heard somebody saying it, but I never really paid attention to it. But they're coming back out with Metal Gear Solid. This one's gonna be Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. No release date yet. Metroid Prime 4.
oh wow.
Yeah. Might have to dabble. I normally don't dabble into the Metroids, but Samus, dope character. I would normally watch my cousin who play it. Don't live with him anymore, so I might have to just dabble and play it myself. I've heard of this game, never really played it. Outer Worlds 2. It's coming out this year.
Interesting.
And I did not know this was coming out until I read this list. I'm actually kind of excited for it because I want to see what this is about. Pokemon Legends Z through A comes out
It's
this
not
year.
Z through A, it's just ZA.
Oh,
yeah.
ZA? Okay, well, I call it Z through A because that's stupid hyphen. And watch it means like Z Alpha.
No, it's just.
Nah, I know it's ZA. But
Yeah, no, I was gonna say they've said it before. It's Legend ZA.
And for the last, but very least, The Witcher 4 is coming out this year. No release date.
Ooh.
Yeah, I knew you would get
Did
excited
you watch
for
that trailer, dude? Did you watch the trailer for it?
For the video game?
The cinematic, yeah.
No, I didn't watch the trailer. I'm looking at it, the picture of it right now, and it looks really good. It looks good.
If I'm not mistaken, I think it's is her name Siri? Siri as a Witcher? Grown up?
It's his adopted daughter, which happened in the Netflix series too.
Yeah, dude. It looks like a banger, dude, for real.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that. I mean, I'm excited to. Well, I know I won't get the Witcher games. I never played the first one. I'm gonna start from the beginning and work my way up to this one. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. I'm gonna just put it there. But
if I were you, I'd just watch the first 2 streamed and then like maybe play the third one, Wild Hunt, and then probably play 4.
That's what I would do. But if this comes out around a certain time in like certain video games, I know I'm not gonna play. I can tell you right now, I'm not gonna be playing.
Makes sense.
But yeah, those are the games that will be coming out this year that I'm looking forward to outside of 2K26. That's really it. That's only sports games I really play. Of course, Madden's gonna come out. They're gonna make a new NCAA game because now it's became more popular than Madden, which is not surprising to me because it's always been a more popular game than Madden. But another one that's actually in the works, but it's not coming out this year. I know it's not. Is they're trying to bring back college basketball. I was big on it. I love college basketball. I don't really care for college basketball to watch now. It's boring, at least to say to me, and it's hurt to say that because I love college basketball. But the game itself, I will be looking into playing because EA and 2K Sports, well, it's not really called 2K Sports. It's called Take-Two. We're in talks of trying to make that game. So interesting to hear about that, and looking forward to a new college basketball game. But that's it on my end for the video games.
I gotta say, out of that list, man, probably Assassin's Creed Shadows, probably super highly anticipated. I can't wait for it to come out. I definitely want to play the shit out of it.
Me too. Especially I get to use not only a black character, because most games like that, they don't have black characters, but it's a black character and it's the most popular black samurai in his time, and it's samurais. That's the most important. It's samurais, but it's the most most talked about black samurai. So that's like why I'm excited for it.
And then, well, yeah, dude, that's cool as shit because it's samurais and then it's also ninjas too. It's a ninja and then it's a samurai, and the fact that you it sounds like you're going to be able to switch between them based on, I would imagine, based on the story. And then I don't know what the if they even have online play or whatever like that. But
if they have an online play, please, you just gotta take my money,
buddy.
Yeah, yeah, we will be on it. We just gotta get you a PlayStation 5.
Yeah, or a new computer.
One of the goddamn two. Yeah. Oh, one more thing about that, because you just said that. I know a lot of people has been playing it. It's actually the most popular game out right now, Marvel Rivals. I've been playing it nonstop. It's the best game I've played as of right now. We got the first family in it right now, but we got half of the first family. We got Reed and we got Sue. The next update, which I'm not sure when it's coming, but next one is going to be The Thing and Johnny Storm. And I can't wait to use Johnny Storm. That Flame On is going to hit different. I'll tell you right now. Or it's time to get rock hard.
I'm getting bricked up.
I can't wait. I can't wait for those two to drop. Because I know Thing is going to be a tank and he's going to be a dope tank. But Johnny Storm, man, Johnny Storm is the best thing that happened to the Fantastic Four, outside of. Oh yeah, Juhan said, pause.
Yeah, sorry, man. Freaking, my mouse isn't working. I think it needs to charge or something.
Oh wait, do I have to?
Anyways.
It's all right. I can't put it up there. I think you have the access. I can't do it no more. It's because I'm not logged in. Anyways, but yeah, so those are the ones I am definitely looking forward to. Like I say, Ghost of Yote, Assassin's Creed Shadows. I know you feel the same way. I know for you, you just got a hard on for The Witcher 4.
Yeah, it looks good, dude. It was something I wasn't even anticipating or looking for, and then it just popped up all of a sudden. And yeah, it was
yeah,
it looks good. The cinematic for it looked really good. Obviously, that's a cinematic. It's not gameplay. It's not actual gameplay footage or nothing. But if this is the vibe they're going for, I'm with it.
Me too. Definitely me too.
But all right. So, I mean, folks, that concludes our list of what we're looking forward to this year. Let us know down in the comments what it is that you're looking most forward to. If you're looking forward to a movie or a game, maybe you're an anime lover and you can't wait for a certain anime to come out, for fall or the summer or something like that. Or maybe there's a TV show that you're looking forward to. There's not a whole lot that I watch typically in the realm of TV shows. Usually I have the same show kind of running in the background while I'm doing other stuff.
Guilty, and we both had the exact same show running in the background.
Same exact one.
Literally exact same one. Big Bang Theory.
Yes, it's on, bitch.
Good old
Bazinga.
Bazinga. Oh wait, I do have
Bazinga.
Bazinga.
Yeah.
But now we're gonna move into one of the new things that we're gonna try and start doing a little bit more for this this year on the show. So what we're gonna start doing, one second, let me get the banner up. Now, it's still to be decided whether we're going to be doing this on every show or maybe every other show or something like that. Basically, we're going to try and do some like more informative type stuff. Either things that are more informative or try to some things that are going to generate a conversation back and forth between us. And the one we're going to be trying right now is something called Full Nerd Facts. So if you can see the little scroll there on the bottom, it says Full Nerd Facts. After today, I'll actually have probably a full presentation for this sort of thing. But basically, it's going to be some nerdy type facts, things that you might not know about any of the pop culture stuff that we talk about, whether it's a video game or television or comics or movies or anime or this or that, any sort of things that like really kind of pique our interest. If it's something that we're like into and we find interesting, we're going to try and share it with you. So, do you want to start or do you want me to start?
I'll start. Give me 1 second. I had to turn on the next game because now the Ravens and the Bills are playing. Not trying to
start.
Yeah, it just started, and I'm being very a sporty guy, not a comic nerd today.
I mean, that's what happens when we do it on Sunday when it's literally in the middle of playoff season.
Especially in the middle of the playoffs. It's I apologize in advance, guys. So I'll start. I'm going to talk about fun facts that I didn't know, especially in the anime world. I'm going to bring like 2. I'm not going to bring a lot because then I'm going to be rambling on. So the first one is I always thought like this was the longest anime. I always thought it was One Piece. One Piece has like, I think it has over 1,000 episodes. So I always thought it was like the longest running anime. I was absolutely wrong. I learned this recently. And the longest anime, which has over 7,500 episodes and still going, it's called Saze-san. I've never heard of it. It's aired in 1969. And like I said, it's still going. I thought that was very interesting because I've never heard of this before. And I've been watching anime since I was a kid. And for me, the first anime that I've heard of, outside of Dragon Ball, every boy has heard of Dragon Ball. The first one that I actually heard of was Sailor Moon. And the reason why is because it came on TV. Sailor Moon, then not Transformers. Oh my God, I'm about to say Transformers. And I'm thinking of because Gundam. Yeah, hit me with the womp womp because I deserve it. Yeah.
No, I was gonna hit you with. I was gonna hit you with this. Hold on.
Yeah. Okay, that works too because it makes me feel a little better. I honestly thought that that's what I grew up seeing first, and then Cowboy Bebop and Naruto, and that's what I got introduced. But Saze-san since 1969, which is very interesting. Another one is that major animes are banned in China. So the ones that's banned in China are like a lot of mainstream ones: Death Note, Sword Art Online, Assassination Classroom, which I need to watch. I heard that was really good as well. Tokyo Ghoul, Black Butler, never heard of that one, but I'm probably going to take a gander at it. And the one that I hate the most, Attack on Titan. I think that one, I hate that more than I hate My Hero Academia. I think Attack on Titan is terrible. First season, great. After that, I couldn't watch it because I thought it was stupid. And the reason why is because it doesn't promote the ideas for the Chinese culture. So they completely got rid of it. I want to give you one more, but because I did say 2. And I don't know if I want to give the other one. Should I give you one more?
Yeah, give us one more, man.
Which one should I do? Should I do the Bleach one or should I do the Naruto one? Or should I
do the Pokemon one.
All right. Well, you and I talked about the Pokemon one. I didn't know this, but you said you knew it.
Oh, okay.
What Pokemon stand for?
So
I didn't know this. I didn't know Pokemon stand for Pocket Masters. Pocket Monsters, excuse me. I said Pocket Masters. Pocket Monsters. And then there's a specific reason on. There's another specific reason why it's called Pokemon. And can you please give us that one? Because you told me this one. I didn't know this at all.
Oh, so the original creator of Pokemon, he based the game off of uh, like capturing and collecting insects because he was a big fan of like catching insects. I mean, in the Pokemon realm, there's a lot of bug catcher trainers. So he based it off of capturing and collecting insects and cataloging them. Hence, capturing pocket monsters and cataloging them in the Pokedex.
Yeah, I found that very interesting. 'Cause I've never knew that. So I definitely thank you for telling me that one. 'Cause that was completely left field for me. So I was like, oh wait, what?
Yeah, it's really interesting. And I mean, a lot of the Pokemon that they created, they want, at least in the first generation, they wanted them to be semi believable animals in terms of like, hey, these are like at least for the starters. I remember. I don't know about some other ones, but for sure for the starters, they wanted them to be basically like normal household pets. So that's why Charmander's a lizard, Squirtle's a turtle, and then Bulbasaur is supposed to be like a frog. So they're like little pets that people could normally have.
And then Pikachu is the mouse.
Pikachu is the mouse, yeah. Staying in the Pokemon realm, just because this one popped into my head, do you know that Pikachu was not originally the intended mascot for Pokemon?
Yeah, I believe they said it was actually supposed to be Squirtle. No, yeah, Squirtle. It wasn't. Was it Charizard?
Nope.
Who was it?
Clefairy.
Interesting. I did not know that one.
Yeah, for a while they didn't have like when they first dropped Pokemon, they didn't have like an idea for what the mascot would be.
I thought it was Chauncey.
No, it was Clefairy.
Okay.
You said Chauncey, not Chansey.
I said Chauncey. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Chauncey Billups. I meant Chansey.
But yeah, so they wanted it to be something that was kind of cute and small, and not one that really, even if it evolved, it wasn't like too different from what it normally is. So they were kind of in between Chansey or now you got me saying it. It's not Chansey, Clefairy and Pikachu. And then ultimately, I think Pikachu became a little bit more popular with the fans, and especially mainly because of the anime. So Pikachu became the mascot ultimately. And yeah, the rest is kind of history. It's kind of like Mickey Mouse,
Yep. I got one more, and then I'm gonna let you go.
Okay. Go for it.
I'm switching topics on this one, and I feel like this was a cool one because I mean, I always, when I first started watching it, I actually thought it was anime to find out that it's not. Avatar: The Last Airbender is not an anime. It is actually an American cartoon. I did not know that. I always thought it was anime because of the style. The style just reminds me of anime. That's why.
Wow.
Yeah, it's an American cartoon. It's not anime.
No, I know that. I didn't know that you didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that. So when I first started watching, I thought it was an anime because of the way it looked. Like it just gives you an anime vibe, and that's what they did. They did it on purpose to give you that feel, and to find out it really wasn't. So I was like, oh wow, interesting. That was very interesting. I found this out probably like 5, maybe no more than that. When did it come out? It came out like 2000, 2010, 2011 is around there. Probably a little less than, a little later than that. Before that, okay, so
it was like 2004 or 5.
Okay, so I didn't find that out until probably like 2015. I want to say that I didn't know. I found out it was not actually an anime.
Wow.
Yeah, I really didn't know that. It was very interesting. And I said, "Oh my god, I feel dumb. Like I always thought this was an anime. This is the coolest American cartoon ever."
I mean, in some ways they took a lot of animation techniques from anime as well as like tropes and stuff like that. And then on top of that, I mean, they have some animators and artists who are technically like either Japanese or of Asian descent working on it, and it was mostly for that reason. But like, yeah, it's wholly an American show. It was made specifically for Nickelodeon.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, great show. And
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason why it's stood the test of time thus far, and almost 20 years on, if I'm not mistaken.
That we are still wanting more of The Last Airbender. Well, not just The Last Airbender now, just the Avatar, the real Avatar, not that
Our
BS
universe.
they gave
Yeah.
us. Yeah. But yeah,
True.
that is my anime fun facts that I have learned, and I wanted to share with you guys.
All right. Well, I got a couple of full nerd facts here, guys. I got a list, but I'm not gonna go through all of them. I'm just gonna probably give you a couple, especially because I shared in with some of these. Did you know that the heroes from the Watchmen, so the characters who make up the Minutemen, were originally supposed to be characters from Charlton Comics? So back in the day, Charlton Comics was their own publishing brand of comic books that made superheroes and stuff like that. Eventually, they went out of business, and so DC acquired the rights of Charlton Comics, like characters and stuff like that. So they,
What the freaky
They-
freak kind of ringtone is that?
sorry, I thought I had it turned off. Anyways, they they acquired the character rights from Charlton Comics to publish on their own. And so the creator of The Watchmen wanted to use some of those characters in a story of his own. And after he pitched it, like, so from what I understand, the story was DC was okay with it at first. And then after they kind of read his manuscript, they were like, yeah, we kind of want to do something different with these guys. Why don't you just do something else? And so he just based all of his characters from that book on the characters he wanted to use. So you get characters like, so Rorschach is actually based on The Question. Night Owl 2 is based on Blue Beetle 2. Silk Spectre is loosely based on Nightshade. Dr. Manhattan is based on Captain Atom. The Comedian is based on Peacemaker. And if you know Peacemaker from the TV show, and you kind of take a look at you can kind of see some similarities. Ozymandias is based on a character called Thunderbolt, who I don't really know much about, but to my knowledge, it's basically supposed to be a guy who can who's really smart, and he's like a field commander, almost like like a military general or something like that. But like he's super smart and very like athletic and strong and stuff like that. So it's basically who Ozymandias is supposed to be based on. But yeah, so I mean, and like if you think about it, some of those once you hear that, you can kind of see, at least in the design of the Watchmen characters, like, oh, that makes sense. Blue Beetle 2 used a lot of gadgets and stuff like that. Night Owl 2 was a very gadget heavy character. He has the flying the flying night, or he's got the flying owl, what is it called, Archimedes or Archie? And then you got Blue Beetle, who had like the scarab that flies around and stuff like that too. The Question's got no face, has a thing with his face. Rorschach's got a thing on his face. They're both like detectives, noir type characters. But yeah, I thought I've known that for a long time, and I casually bring it up in conversation sometimes for people who know about Watchmen, and so they tend to be kind of surprised. So I thought maybe you guys would be too. Let's see. What else? Oh, this is a funny one. Any Lord of the Rings fans here besides me? Me? Yeah, well, whatever. Anyways, so in the Lord of the Rings movies, Legolas, the elf that's part of the Fellowship, and Frodo, the main character, only ever speak to each other once in the whole Lord of the Rings trilogy. And some theorize that Frodo doesn't even know what his name is, because he never speaks directly to him and he never talks about him ever. Frodo never talks about him ever. Legolas knows him. They speak about Frodo a lot, but they've honestly probably only ever had one interaction with one another, and that's when they're all in Rivendell, and Legolas says, "And you'll have my bow." To even though it's kind of to the group, he's really saying it specifically to Frodo. But that's the only time that they've ever had like an interaction where they've actually talked to one another in that whole trilogy.
I never knew that.
I thought it was really funny. I was like, no way. And I like recently rewatched the trilogy, not for this reason, but I ended up like paying attention. And I was like, oh, they don't ever talk to each other ever again. So that's really funny. It is crazy. It's wild to think. And then why don't I close it out on this? Did you know that there have been at least 7 characters in the Marvel Comics universe to take up the mantle of Bucky? They weren't all named Bucky, but they went by the moniker Bucky.
Yeah, I've read that before, but I completely forgot about it. But then when you reminded me, I said, "Oh snap!" I forgot like that is the case. Because I only know, I think we had this conversation. I think I only knew 3 that I remember.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you got James Buchanan Barnes, the original Bucky. You had a character named Fred Davis, who apparently, I think after Bucky died, Cap recruited another kid who looked similar to him and was Bucky for like the last leg of the war or whatever. You got a character named Jack Monroe, who I don't remember who that is exactly. But I want to say that this is a character that, let's see, third sidekick under the Bucky identity, initially treated the original Bucky before retcon. He's kind of like a retcon of like maybe he was the first Bucky, maybe he wasn't. Rick Jones, so famous sidekick of the Hulk, was once Bucky. Lamar Hoskins, who I think you said you knew about. He was the Bucky to John Walker when he was Captain America before he became U.S. agent, and then before Lamar Hoskins became Battlestar for a interesting reason. And then after Lamar Hoskins, there's a character named Ricky Barnes. And then after her, there was a character named Julia Winters, who became Bucky for a little while. So yeah, different Buckys. I think at least 1 or 2 of these are from like an alternate universe, technically. Matter of fact, I think Ricky Barnes is one from I think it's Earth X. So like the quote unquote Nazi universe, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah. 7 different Buckys, 2 who were female, and then the rest were guys. One was he was for a different Captain America, and actually I take that back. One was where is it? It wasn't Rick Jones. Maybe it was Jack Monroe, or maybe it was Fred Davis. I can't remember which one, but there was one of them who was pretending to be Bucky with a guy who was pretending to be Captain America. So that one's kind of funny. But
that one is funny. I think that was that first one. The second one, not the first one, of course. The second one that we said we didn't have no idea about.
Oh, Fred Davis, I think so. But yeah, that's it for the full nerd facts, guys. So if you learned something today, something nerdy, leave a comment below. Hey, if you got your own, maybe leave those in the comments below too. Let us know what your nerdy facts are, like things that you find interesting about, any pop culture type things.
Yeah, we'd love to share it. If you want us to use your name, we'll use your name too.
Yeah, and I mean, hey, maybe this becomes a thing, then maybe we'll shout out our favorite one that from the comments the week before on the next episode. Maybe we could turn this into a full-on thing. But yeah. Aside from that, I only had one other thing that I wanted to do, but you got time to do it today or no? Maybe we should head out.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, we can talk about it.
We can talk about it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, let's where is vamp a little, dude. Vamp a little. Do something. I'm trying to get ready here.
My bad. I'm watching this game. It's 7-7. Buffalo just
Damn,
got
already?
yeah. Buffalo got a pick, and they're going on the field. I don't want to see that.
Ooh, not good.
No,
Well,
not at all.
in that case, man, since that's something that you don't want to see, but you know, sometimes there's things in life that we kind of get upset about, and we like to talk about it. And there's a little segment we like to call
You know what really grinds my gears?
"What really grinds my gears." Hey, man, you know what really grinds my gears sometimes
What's that?
is when people don't let a fucking movie come out before they start judging it.
Yeah, that definitely grinds my gears too. Like you don't give a fuck. You know what? I can't say anything. I've been one of those people, and it was it was for Batfleck. I didn't want to give him a chance. He proved me wrong. I will say that. I'm gonna openly admit that he proved me wrong. He was actually a pretty decent Batman. But I'm only on the bandwagon. After that, I saw that. I'm on the bandwagon with you on that. Give it a chance.
Literally,
trying to
guys,
judge.
just give it a chance, or give it a chance. Give it a chance before you start judging something. I mean, specifically, I mean, there's been a lot of stuff around this, you know, this new James Gunn
Superman.
Superman movie. It hasn't come out yet, and people want to nitpick this trailer about the dumbest stuff, and mainly it's about the fucking costumes. Like,
Oh my god.
first, people talk so much crap about Henry Cavill's costume and how he doesn't have the trunks on, and the cape looks too CGI. What is with the basketball texture on his suit? And then when Tyler Hoechlin came out as Superman, his very first suit, people were talking crap about that one. And then he finally got a better suit, and I don't know if people were talking crap about that one because at that point I was kind of checked out. But now with the Superman suit, like he's got the trunks, he's got a form-fitting suit for the most part. He's got a big symbol on his chest. It's a cool symbol for one. It's directly inspired by a specific storyline. He's got the boots, and like he looks like Superman. Not only that, but like he looks damn good in the freaking trailer. Like, yeah, obviously initial like behind the scenes photos, they don't look great, but that's because A, he was dirty from the shoot for a reason, and B, like obviously they do touch up like color touch ups and stuff in post to make it pop on the screen, to make it look good for on screen. But as soon as we get a trailer, everybody starts picking it apart. Oh, why does he have the trunks? Oh, look at what we got versus what we got from Henry Cavill or what we got from Tyler Hoechlin. And it was like, you guys were talking shit about them a couple years ago. And now we get a comic accurate, like leaning into the comic bookiness of the comic books. We get a comic accurate suit, and then you guys want to start talking shit about it. It's like there's no pleasing. Then there's no pleasing. Like, what are we supposed to do? What are we gonna do? They're complaining about Guy Gardner. They're complaining about his haircut. He already looked goofy in the freaking in the comic books. He looks goofy here. Not only that, but like the suits that him and Hawkgirl are wearing aren't supposed to normally look like that, and it's for a reason. It's part of the plot of the movie. And then they're talking shit about Edie Gathegi as freaking as Mr. Terrific. He looks ripped right out of the comics, guys. Ripped right out of the comics, from the fro to the mask to the thing that he is wearing, looks ripped right out of the comics.
Up to the T-spheres.
Up to the T-spheres, and you guys are complaining. You guys have the audacity, the damn audacity, to say that the dude from freaking the Arrowverse looked better. You can fuck off, dude. I don't care. That is an abomination. You had better freaking... I take that back. He didn't look perfect. He didn't look the greatest. Eddie Gathegi looks ripped right out of the freaking comic book. Like, There he is, right there. Looks just like him. And you guys have the audacity to freaking complain about it. Give the movie a chance. It's supposed to be based on a comic book. And James Gunn, if you didn't know, likes to lean heavy into comic book elements for his movies. Look at Guardians of the Galaxy. Look at the Suicide Squad. You know, all of the characters in the Suicide Squad had really goofy-ass looking costumes, but that's because in the comic books, they had really goofy looking ass costumes. And he just went, shh, here we go. Right? Put that on screen. Give it a chance, man. Give it a chance. Because if you take it for what it is, it looks like a damn good movie. And I can't wait to see it. But that's just me. That's what really grinds my gears. You having some technical difficulties there? Okay. Uh-oh.
Now
there
hit
it is.
Yeah, when I hit my headset, it knocked out the sound, so I had to fix it.
For sure. Well, but it figures, of course, right? And at least it happened at the end and not like at the beginning or in the middle of the stream.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, that definitely grinds my gears. I hate when people don't want to give things a chance, especially like something like popular like that. Give it a chance first. Like, don't judge something off of. What grinds my gears is how people are trying to say the movie's bad, and they didn't even watch it. Like, you can't say something is bad if you didn't watch it yet. Like, let the movie come out first, watch it, and then if you want to say it's bad after you watch it, then sure. Nobody's gonna argue your opinion. Well, I'm gonna argue. I can argue your opinion, but nobody's gonna argue your opinion, especially if your opinion is stupid. And then you're gonna look stupid trying to say something is bad when everybody around you is gonna be like, "You're bugging." Like, that movie was good. No, the movie was great.
Or especially if you haven't even seen it yet. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't seen it, and like that point, you're just jawing just to hear yourself talk.
Yeah, shut up. Just give it a chance.
Shut up, bitch!
That's exactly what I want to say. That was the exact words I wanted to say, but I didn't say it because that's why we got the board. But yeah, like, I agree with you on that one. I don't have one today. I'm gonna have one for the next time. But definitely wanted to touch on that because I think that's stupid that you want to judge a movie because you haven't seen it yet, and you think you're like this almighty knowing of how the movie's gonna be. You're not. Okay? You're not.
Right. 100%. Well, but aside from that, I think that's all I've got for today, man. Is there anything else that you've got before we head out of here?
No, I do not have anything else. It is time to go watch this game, and happy we are back. And thank you for everyone who tuned in. If you have not, it will be there for you to watch later. And like we said, chime in. We would love to. If you want to join us, we'll be happy to join us. We'll be happy to have you join us. Excuse me. And we are looking forward to hearing from you guys.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, man.
Perfect.
And on that note, guys, thanks for joining us live today. If you joined us live, catch us on the replay. Hit our comments if you haven't. Comment, like, subscribe. Otherwise, class is dismissed.
And you know what time it is. Please pop that outro.
This is the way.